Well, we're only one episode in so far, and it would appear I've already made a pretty noticeable mistake. After having to re-record most of my clips for episode 1 in order to demonstrate a lovely piece of game audio as designed by Yorkie, it would appear that after editing and watching it back, you basically can't hear the game audio anyway. So I think we need to correct that before we move on. Now if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you should definitely go back and watch episode 1. Otherwise, this is the delightful audio I was getting so excited about. Here goes. See? I told you it's great. Thinking about it, while I'm here, I should probably check if I've got any posts now that the first episode's out, see if anyone's given me... Oh, perfect. Oh, this is going well. Hopefully a bit better than last episode. No! Wish granted, Yorkie free gunpowder for free. This is amazing. What's he giving me? How much is this? How much is this? We've got like, what? Two stacks? Just under 2 stacks of gunpowder. Oh, this is brilliant. This is fantastic. What a great start to the episode. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. Welcome everybody to my base for Season 2. And the largest elevator drop ever! Seriously though, do I have some plans for this season? And I'm telling you, they are absolutely mega. Like, genuinely huge. So, we should probably get into it. As you can see from this glorious time-lapse at the end of the last season, before we switched to the Java edition of the game, I built an incredibly boring tower. Massive, but boring. Obviously, the plan was to turn the build height tower into something more awesome than a giant cobblestone turd, but with the impending switchover I never got a chance. Now, most people having built a structure to build height would feel that that box was ticked and moved on to something else. I, however, have decided to do the same thing, but with some changes. Firstly, I'm ditching the cobblestone, obviously, because I used it for 90% of Season 1, and I need to expand my colour palette when building, and secondly, I'm changing the shape, to be more specific, to a pyramid. The only problem with the pyramid is that as you go down, it gets larger and larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. Yeah, I think you get the idea on this one. Basically, I'm an idiot. Now, clearly, this is not a build that we're meant to be finishing overnight. I mean, look at this thing. I honestly don't know why I decided to do this. I mean, honestly, every other person that is playing on this world has flown over this and just basically gone like, you're never going to finish it. Never. I mean, I'm hopeful. However, while it's fair to say that progress has been slow, there's definitely been progress. I mean, we've already done pretty much a quarter of the floor. I've put in an outline of where the perimeter of this thing goes, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh no, I lie. We've also I've also lit the entire underneath of the floor with torches, so that this thing is no longer a giant mob pit below the surface. At this point, you may be thinking to yourself, have I literally just tuned into a series to watch someone lay about 1 million slabs, just endlessly, forever and ever, like this, just continuously, and nothing else. Onwards, slab after slab, and after slab, until the end of time. And the short answer to that would be partially, yes, but if you think I'm going to somehow make a successful YouTube series of me just laying slabs and that's all you're going to be watching, then don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch me lay every single one of these slabs. Maybe a few of them, like this, you know, while we're just chatting away, but definitely not all of them, because as you can imagine, if you just sort of span and take a little look off to the right, this is not fast and has taken an incredibly long time. And I think so far I've done about a quarter? Yeah, about a quarter. Oh, I'm so stupid. Saying that, if you've got this far in the video, you just watched me lay slabs for 1 minute and 15 seconds. So, yeah, I don't seem so stupid now, do I? But before we get into the rest of the episode, we're going to visit my good friend Bar, who apparently could do with some help. Right, okay. So, yeah, take me to my death. I'm not going to lie, it genuinely unnerves me that you're standing there holding a totem when I don't have one. Like...
There's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. Oh.
Good to know. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Am I going to die? Like, okay.
Right, down here.
Okay, so... And this goes down... I'm going first?
Yeah, go on.
Great.
Wait,
Full of confidence. Oh my... Dude, can you please fix your stair head bashing situation?
You've got a helmet.
That's not how it's meant to work. Where is this going?
You'll see.
Okay. I mean, this looks a bit more open. Hello.
Best advice, leg it.
This is mental. So this giant tunnel that we're running down now has been created by your nether brack boring machine. Oh wow. You've got a friend. Hello. Can I do this now? So I just hit this. Oh no, wrong one.
And then it fires.
That's so cool. Oh my word.
This is where we patch lava. Let's go.
Oh, thanks. Oof, I wonder what that was. That proper made me panic. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Okay. Having spent a long time making very little progress, we jump forward to this. But yeah, let's go home. Hey. Hey. Let's go home, shall we?
I need to get my ancient debris back.
Followed up by the greatest series of video transitions you've ever seen. Yeah.
To the shopping district.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. Oh. No! Oh my god, only just. Did you see how close that was? Did you actually see how close that was? That was horrendous. Oh.
So they're gonna run out.
It's so much fun. It's so good though.
Are you okay, sir? Sir.
Bye! With that endeavour over, I want to get back to talking about the base. So you've probably got the general gist of the fact I'm trying to build an absolutely monumental, ginormous, humongous, massive mega pyramid. But that doesn't come from nowhere. Obviously, I need food, I need somewhere to sleep, I need like a base to start with, or an interim base. And where better than to take you back to where I started, which is converting and taking over this desert temple that you can see behind me. If we just head on inside here and drop down, You'll notice that we've got some chests that were for storage, we've got a bed, we've got a bin, and then I converted the room here on the left into a nether portal, and then I made a tunnel which went out of the desert to a plains biome. And I did this because it's incredibly hard to gather certain resources like, I don't know, animals, food, trees, all of that sort of stuff that you need to generally be able to survive Minecraft, you know, in the early stages of the game. I also started tunneling down underneath the desert temple in order to gather some resources. So I made a staircase that sort of squares itself round and goes all the way down to y equals 11. I think it was 11. I hope it's 11 because I've said 11 now. No, 10. In order to try to gather, you know, iron, coal, diamonds, and in doing so I also found this absolutely ginormous ravine underneath. I also branched out in some other directions, for example to this here spider spawner. Also, down to this absolutely enormous mine shaft. It doesn't look like big, but I promise you, seriously, this just goes off in so many different directions and so many different levels. It's humongous. Finally, that brings me onto this railroad track here, which takes us to the skeleton spawner and my current base. Thank you for inquiring with Sandy Estates. Introducing this beautiful, large, one-bedroom, perfectly equipped desert bunker. Including a skeleton spawner perfect for keeping your axe sharp, farms for crops and sugarcane, and a stunning double pumpkin and melon farm with plenty of built-in storage. A trading centre is situated at the back of the property, allowing residents to turn the fruits and vegetables of their labour into valuable resources, or gather your own resources in the mine featured in the basement. Don't worry, the sky is never too far away, with a number of access tunnels to the surface, as well as fantastic transport links to the shopping district and underwater cove. As you can see, this really is the perfect home for the aspiring Minecrafter. The only thing that we haven't covered is this tunnel which leads to this iceboat road, rephrase, this horrendously long iceboat road. And when I say horrendously long, I mean as in the total length of this thing is somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 blocks long, which is a lot longer than what you're currently seeing. It might even be slightly more than that. I'm watching the number go up and I think oh, and we're here! Well, almost here, because the iceboat road wasn't technically quite finished. So before we move further, I'm just going to put a few more of these in. And just a few more. There we go. And with that finished, that brings us to... Oh, what's happened here? Okay. I mean, I definitely wasn't flying, so I don't know what's happened. Let's try and log back in. Also, not only was I not flying, flying is definitely enabled on this server. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen me flying about plenty already, so yeah, even weirder. And if you haven't already guessed by the horrendous amount of noise, this iceboat road has led us to my guardian farm. Which, as you can see, if I jump in here, yeah, lots of guardians dying and producing nice, valuable, cool stuff like prismarine. So if we come down here and we look in these, you can see we have got plenty of resources from them, but this is definitely the best bit. Not that one, not even this one, which is still fantastically cool, but this. Look at this! We have an entire double chest of sea lanterns, people. So yeah, these are definitely going to be used to light the floor of the pyramid. And hopefully a fantastic source of diamonds for me when I open up a shop for it all in the shopping district as well. Which, to be honest, will probably be my next project. So if we go up this chute and take a look at the thing in all its glory... Oh, it's so good. Look at it. It honestly, there's just so many of them. There is literally just so many of them. I actually love this thing so much. It's awesome. If you peer in here in the dark as well, you can just see the absolute swarm of them. I honestly don't think I could ever get bored of watching this, to be honest. I just find it incredibly satisfying to see them all flying down the chute and then dropping through the lava. I don't know if that makes me sick and twisted or something, but yeah, honestly, it's just very entertaining. And that, ladies and gents, concludes a quick tour of my bases and spaces. So a few final updates from me. Firstly, quick thank you to Yorkie Bar and the Yellow One for helping me complete another quarter of the floor of my pyramid, as you can see from this wonderful shot here. And finally, a big welcome to our latest and newest member of the server, Deadwood. Even if you have stolen my postbox, whether this was you or somebody else, and replaced me with what was just a sign. Obviously, I couldn't let that stand, so I've now adopted the space in the middle. And if any of you are wondering why my postbox is using a mumbo head rather than my own, it's because I have only died once, as you can see by the fancy scoreboard at the top here. And I don't really plan on giving any of the other players the satisfaction of killing me a second time. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye! I did. Oh.